What's up, guys? I'm Isaac at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson here in Raleigh, North Carolina, with your pre-owned bike of the week, a 2006 Dyna Low Rider. Now, if you'll remember one of our previous videos we did on the 2006 Dyna Super Glide, this is a Dyna, different model, but from the same year on that same platform. And so this one has a lot of the same upgrades that one had to it, being one of the first years to have it. So fuel injection was first becoming an option, which this one is fuel injected, as well as you got the new cruise drive 6-speed transmission. And overall, with that setup, you ended up getting a much lighter clutch pull as well. And a lot of people say that this is one of the smoothest transmissions you can have on a Harley. And we'll be showing you that on the road here in just a little bit. Now, this one here is in a chopper blue color, so it's kind of this nice little pale blue color here. It does have a few other upgrades onto it. So you do have these Screamin Eagle pipes, so that's gonna give you just a little bit more iconic of a sound. You do have some upgraded foot pegs for the rider, as well as matching foot controls and hand grips. This motorcycle is set up for a passenger, so you do have a nice little spot for them to sit, as well as those passenger foot pegs. This bike did have a turn signal relocation setup all the way around on it, so they moved the front turn signals up from the bars down to the forks, and then on the rear, they went ahead and integrated everything into that nice smoked out signal that you see back here. This bike does have a lot of things that the Dynas are known for, such as those square battery box covers, as well as those exposed rear shocks, and the Low Rider has that iconic dual gauge setup here on the tank. So we'll go ahead and show you what all that's about here in just a little bit. So be sure to stick around with us as we go ahead and take this bike on Raleigh and show you what it's all about. All right, what's up, guys? So now you have the next part of the video where you're gonna watch me put on gloves and I talk about the bike a little bit. There's a couple things I forgot to mention earlier. Nothing on this side. I mentioned everything over here for the most part. It does have new Shinkos front and back. Exciting. It's got an upgraded horn. I'll hit that for you here in a bit. A little Live to Ride medallion on the primary cover. This bike, I believe these bikes are stock with mids, but they went ahead and put Fords on this. So that way you've got that for you, so you can reach out a little bit better on it, stretch out if you like. Some people did feel like they were cramped on this, I saw, but that Ford should give us a lot of room to reach out. It does have the Screamin Eagle cables there for the spark plugs, so extra power from that. Yeah, upgrade turn signal. Let me show you that here. So the way to start these bikes actually, does have the fuel gauge there for a 4.7 gallon tank. It's actually right over here, so I will come around here and show you. So a little circle key there, go ahead and turn that there. You'll see it's on. Well, it's not on, the ignition's on, but I will throw a turn signal on for you so that you can see my right turn signal is also here in the rear. So pretty cool, I dig it. So let's go ahead and start this bike up here for you. Pop it in neutral. Already can tell it's smooth. Go ahead and start it up. Oh yeah, good to go. So we just put some gas in it, so that way it'll be topped off a little bit here for you. Yeah, a little Harley-Davidson shift linkage there as well. I'll let you guys hear the Screamin Eagle sound. Oh yeah, and she is good to go. So we'll go ahead and start it on up. Oh yeah, we got enough fuel. Be good to go. It would be a much more interesting video if you guys have to watch me push it. Now, that is one thing I noticed, is that and that's how these bikes are, is that it is a much easier clutch to pull. And it's a pretty, really smooth all around. 88 twin cam, nice and smooth. A little bit upgraded clutch for that year and transmission system in general. Yeah, this bike should be nice and smooth. We'll see how it does here for us. Let's see. Oh yeah. And these bikes do have a relatively lower seat height. It is a relatively lower seat height on these bikes. So what that'll do for you is, if particularly smaller stature riders, or people that might be a little bit weaker in the hands there, this bike would be perfect for them, really. The only thing with it is that it does have the forward controls, so if you were to put mids on it, it really would be perfect. I don't know what that was about. Excellent. It's actually really smooth, I'm not gonna lie. This bike has just under 9,000 miles on it, so plenty good there. Let's see how that rear suspension is compared with the seat. It's pretty good. This is, I know I just said, you know, particularly a little bit newer riders might do really well on this bike, but honestly, anyone would do really good on this, because this is a really fantastic bike. My only issue with it so far are these forward controls. I do think it would be a little bit better with mids, and then the angle of the foot controls are just a little bit off. So it does kind of put my foot into a slightly weird position to make any changes there, but nothing that can't be avoided. Motorcycle. So let's see how she does on the highway. See how that 88 twin cam does. This bike's only at like 670 pounds wet. So yeah, it is the smallest of the twin cams, but it ain't really got to push a whole lot. Let's see. Power here, move on over. Ooh, all right. All right, and we're cruising here at 70 miles an hour, 3,000 and 3,200 RPMs, give or take. And now we just dropped it up into 6th gear, and now we're at 70 miles an hour and about 2,500 RPMs. So that's the beauty about having that 6th gear, is that when you are running a lot higher highway speeds such as that, you can drop it into 6th. That way you keep your RPMs a little bit lower, and you can get a little bit more speed out of it if you need to, and go ahead and take a little bit of stress off the engine so it doesn't have to run quite so high or hard to keep you sustained. And overall, that'll translate to the longevity of the vehicle, as well as help your fuel consumption out a little bit. So lots of advantages there for the 6-speed. So, yeah, I gotta say, she's pretty smooth. She's pretty smooth. I like it. Now we do have the tack right down there as well, so that's always nice. I always like that. I thought it was kind of cool. Now, unfortunately, I feel like you do have to look a lot lower to see it. All right, so if you don't, just in case you missed it, we just that Acura, we had a green light, but that car was coming in pretty hot to that red light. So it's always good to, one thing I really like to do a lot is, even if I do have a green light, especially if it just changes, I like to keep an eye just to make sure nobody's about to come screaming through it. I think that truck behind us kind of saw they were coming in pretty hot too, so I don't think he blamed us for wanting to wait it out right quick. See how it played out. So we'll hang out here 1 second. Ready. Oh yeah, nice and smooth. Yeah, she's doing pretty good. I dig it. She's a little bit older, but she's got some little bit of class to her, I'd say. Yeah, it is sort of a weird angle that it puts my foot into shift, I'll say. Oh, that deer is bloated. Oh, it's gonna smell real good here in just a second. Oh. You really don't think about hitting, watching out for wildlife. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah. You really don't have to, you really don't think you have to worry about watching out for wildlife like that, especially in like cities, but you got to. You gotta keep an eye out, that is for sure. Alright, so when you get right above the old 3,000 RPM mark on this bike, you really start to feel the pull on him. It's kind of like a nice, just a little bit slow getting going, and shoo. So I'm here for it, that is for sure. I dig it. So let's see what we got going on here. Oh yeah, nice little trail crossing here, and keep it all nice and slow through this part. Let y'all see the lake today. How are things looking? Looking gorgeous as always. Looking gorgeous as always. I'm starting to feel a little bit of that vibration there in my foot, just because we are a little bit more lower RPMs, and on the Dynas, typically, once you have it in that higher RPM range, that's when you really start to feel a lot of these vibrations go away. Now, a lot of people say these lean pretty well, and I gotta say, they feel pretty good. I think it's like a slightly shorter angle as far as wheelbase, and as far as the rake angle goes on this bike too, so that just gives you a little bit better, more nimble handling performance. And I must say, I really do like how this bike feels. I mean, you get getting into it nice and right, and then you give it a nice little lip, and she'll pull you right on where you want to go. That is for sure. So yeah, this bike's just handling everything super easy. Handling most everything we're throwing at it really well. So it's got good power at the low RPMs, and it's also got good power when you go on up. So really big fan of I don't typically ride with the high beam on, but it's feeling like that kind of day. I just kind of have the high beam on because I would like to be seen a little bit better. So I mean, the lights on this bike, it is a halogen bulb, so I mean it does still have pretty good light, but it could be a little bit brighter there for you. So I'm always a big fan of LEDs. If you haven't switched your bike over yet, you should. So especially not to sound like too much of a plug for Harley-Davidson, but the Harley-Davidson Daymaker is elite. I will just say. It is the first week of classes for NC State, so just heads up there, folks. Lots of new riders around Raleigh. Okay, wow, that feels really good when you get on it. I'm happy with that. Alrighty, yeah, we're doing big things today, that's for sure. Lots of fun riders. We're just trying to keep it legal out here. So, lots of fun. Let's see. So, we got the ride with the high beam on. Let us be a little bit more visible. A lot of people ride with it on all the time. I know me personally, around town and stuff, I make a lot of really short trips. So personally, it just kind of made sense. I could be wrong, but it just kind of made sense to not draw quite as much power. So I'll ride with the not high beam on. Alrighty. Yeah, so I like to just kind of keep the bike away from cars as much as possible. That's just kind of like to do, you know, obviously just kind of stay away from other drivers, because there's quite a few interesting ones out there. But so I was gonna say, so I don't really ride around with the headlight a lot, just because I do on my bike. It's a 18 Softail, so it already has the nice LED headlight in it, and it's got that nice little halo around it, which I think looks cool. And then I went ahead and upgraded it to the Harley LED turn signals as well, which I love the look of that. There's like the 3 little trifecta halos with the amber turn signals. I mean, it looks good. Not to shoot my own horn, but I think it looks fantastic. And it's very bright in the front. It's very visible, and I can see pretty well with it, and I can definitely be seen very well with it. So very happy with that. But this one's pretty bright. It's got the halogen, so I mean, it can be seen, but it can always be a little bit brighter. It can always be brighter, faster, stronger, better. What is that, salt or sand right there? Salt? It's not. I don't think it's gonna snow. I have no idea what that was. Sand or something, maybe? No idea. No telling what's going on out here. So, yeah, so like I was saying, it is the first week of classes. So if there's any NC State students watching this, best of luck. Best of luck to you all out there. Hope y'all are having a blast. Hope y'all are having a good first week there as we ride through your Centennial campus. So, let's see here. Alright, so we have the old Mercedes there. Kind of thinking this is a drivable lane, but I guess it is. Sort of. Yeah, we're gonna take the short route today, because y'all be tweaking out here. It's got good brakes though, I'll give it that. That's for sure. Braking's good, the shifting's good. Power's good. Braking's good, shifting's good, power's good. It's all there. It's all there. But the angles of the shifters and stuff like that can be fixed pretty well, adjusted, or not fixed, but more of adjusted to fit your personal preference better. So, plenty good there. Alrighty. We're gonna hit a green light? That'd be cool. No, we're not gonna hit a green light. Armored truck, the Loomis truck. Cool. Alright, so also I believe these are all Kuriaikin setups, so a pretty good little balance there. I believe this all is a Kuriaikin setup, on the bars, grips, not bars, excuse me, on the grips, the hand controls, foot controls, and I think the levers as well. I don't believe those are, I think those are the Kuriaikin, assuming this is all Kuriaikin setup. With the little spikes there and the little finger grooves there on the levers. They're interesting, they're nice. Have their moments, that's for sure. Let's see. I don't think this light's gonna turn for us. So, yeah, here we are, coming on back up the way here. Take it on nice and easy over some train tracks. Please let me pass before you guys run out here. At least give you guys the scenic route on the way back up. So, but yeah, so here we are, still cruising on it. Oh yeah, so one other thing I was going to show you, now that we're really in our suspension test here. So it does have some of the little controls there you can show. Obviously it's not going to give you well, probably won't give you an RPM readout because you got your little tack right there, but go through everything right there, and that's the button you can press and hold to reset your trip A, trip B, that kind of thing. But it has the miles on the bike, trip A, plus the stopping there, trip B, and the miles on the bike. Wow, the brakes are really good on this bike. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm here for it. I don't think there's a ditch there. Not about to send the low ride. Oh, there's a sidewalk. Let's see. Could be some fun riding up there. Let's see what we got here. Not gonna take the gravel road back either. Once again, detail crew might not appreciate that. Don't want to go tearing up somebody's new future bike. So let's see here. Alrighty, look at that. Nice little green light. So last time we rode through here, a construction worker tried to step in front, so we're going to be extra cautious here. Let's see. And hop in this old turn lane with all the gravel. Love it. Love it. And we're gonna stop right here because I've got some TikToks to make for you guys, and this is a pretty good little spot for me to work some TikTok magic. If you guys aren't following us on TikTok, you gotta be. I make them, so I think they're funny, but a lot of people do too. So be sure to go check that out. And check this bike out here. Come by Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson in Raleigh, North Carolina, to come see this bike. This 06 Dyna Low Rider in Chopper Blue. So thanks for sticking around, guys, and we hope to see you out here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson sometime soon.